When it comes to your health, are you seeing the check engine light come on more than normal? It's time to get under the hood. It's time for Ask the Doctor with Dr. Michael Lang. Sponsored by Lang Eye Institute and Fortified Vitamins. Dr. Lang is a board-certified optometric physician and certified nutrition specialist, helping people see and feel better through proper nutrition for 25 years. The doctor is in. Call now with your questions at 877-969-8600. That's 877-969-8600. Here's your host, Dr. Michael Lang.
Okay, good morning and welcome to Ask the Doctor. I'm your host as usual, Dr. Michael P. Lang, P for Paul, hosting this show since April of 1993 on multiple radio networks and live video streaming all over the world. Remember, this is a live call-in show dedicated to you listeners, so no matter how simple or complicated the question is, I will try to answer it to the best of my ability. I should say we will try to make it answer to the best of our ability because I have the good Doc Hall on with me as well. So let me give you the phone number, 1-877-969-8600, 1-877-969-8600. If you're new to the program, who's Dr. Lang? Well, I'm a board-certified optometric physician. I'm also a certified nutritional specialist. And I founded Lang Eye Care & Associates March 15th of 1993. Founded Fortified Vitamins about, 20 years ago. And I'm involved in research and development of nutraceuticals. That's nutritional supplements, whole foods, and diets for anti-aging of the entire body and the eye. I got a little ding coming through here off of this iPad. I don't know how to turn it off. So hopefully it doesn't aggravate many of you. If you'd like to see me as a patient, you can come to the Lang Eye Institute in the Villages, Florida. And we're right there on County Road 101 and 466 across the street from Publix, next door to CVS. And I'd be happy to see you. Also, Dr. Chris Costello, Dr. Lori Caputi are both optometric physicians that are great docs at the Lang Eye Institute along with me. The phone number for the Lang Eye Institute is 352-753-4014, 352-753-4014. Also learn more at drmichaellang.com, drmichaellang.com. And don't forget, if you want to order the supplements that Doc Hall and I do research and development on, go to fortify.com. I'm going to give you that phone number so you can write that down, FORTIFEYE, fortify.com. The phone number for Fortify Vitamins 6 days a week is 866-503-9746. That's 866-503-9746. We're going to talk a little bit about digestion today. Remember, we talk about the number one thing to improve your health, to reduce the chance of you having visual problems and general health problems, is to get down to your ideal body weight, right? And one of the best ways to aid in ideal body weight is to improve your sluggish digestion. That's why we developed the Digestion Bundle, the Fortified Digestive Bundle. Check it out under bundles at fortify.com. It's less than $50. You get a bottle of our enzymes and a bottle of our probiotic bacteria that's shelf stable at room temperature. You don't have to refrigerate it. It's a combination of certain minerals, enzymes, probiotics, and prebiotics all in one. The Digestive Bundle. Anybody and everybody can benefit from improved digestion. With that, I'm going to go to Doc Hall. He's going to say hello to everybody before we go to the first call of the morning. Good morning, Doc.
Good morning. What is that dinging sound? It's aggravating me.
We fixed it. Yeah, it was one of the phones. You know, we got a rig setting up here. We got 2 iPads, 3 cell phones, and a laptop with cameras all on me, going out all over the world via social media and the internet. But I don't think it's dinging anymore. I apologize, Dr. Hall.
No, it's not. I have my headset on, and I heard it just twice and thought I would just chime in a little make everybody laugh first thing this morning. You know me, you know how I do things. But I wanted to add to what you were saying about the Digestive Bundle. 2 things. It's bundled up, which means we reduce the price when we put these items together in like a synergistic type bundle. It's just $49. And also the second part of that is it ships free. And we ship quick. We don't take your order, then think about it for a week, and then get onto it the week after, and then time it gets there, you forgot that you even ordered it. It goes out usually same day if you call in. It goes out 6 days a week. The only day we don't ship is on Sunday, and we need a day off. So that's the deal on that. But that's a great thing for digestive health. You have two super products, heavily researched, backed by science, and it's right for you. It's a good product for you. And remember, like I always say, we're very proud of what we put in our products. We're also very proud of what we don't put in those products. So, but good morning, my friend, and happy Saturday to all of our loyal listeners out there. We're glad you're here with us. Fall has landed in Central Florida. It's amazing. The calendar said, I believe it was yesterday, was the first day of fall. Today I wake up and it's 62 degrees. And I thought, how did that happen? I guess God had something to do with that somewhere along the way. And so it was a beautiful morning. I went out for a walk this morning. I already logged in 3 miles. And didn't want to come back in. I got back to the house and I thought, I'll just go a little bit more. And I thought, no, I have a radio show to do today with Dr. Lang, so I better get going. And hey, listen, it's National Family Health and Fitness Day. Didn't know there was such a thing. But, I started thinking about that when I was walking this morning. I thought, that's a perfect day to step up your personal wellness program. And maybe you can encourage a friend or family member to join you. It's a lot easier that way, folks. I'm going to explain a little bit about that later, about how we can make your fitness experience a little bit easier on you. It's also National Hunting and Fishing Day. Okay, so all you guys and girls out there, you don't need an excuse to go today. It's an official national day. So, and if anybody says anything to you, you tell them Dr. Hall said it's okay. It's your day to go. It's also, believe it or not, National Lobster Day and National Comic Book Day. So with that said, I declare it to be National Goofy Hat Day once again. Dr. Lang and I were discussing the show on the way into the studio this morning. We both wondered, how are we going to fit all this in? But we will. It's a jam-packed show, as we always say, but it is, and sometimes we get it all in, sometimes we fall short. If you've been trying to get on the air with us, today could be that day. We're doing like a rapid-fire calls today, so call in and we'll try to get you on the air. Also, folks, we're doing second hour now, too. Now, some of you can't pick us up on the second hour, but we're still live and we're still out there. So that's a good time for you to call in, too, is on that second hour. Because a lot of folks don't know that we're on at that time and like that. So, try to sneak in on that second hour. Same numbers, same everything. You can hear your question. You can hear the response. You might not be able to hear the show on the radio, but you can on podcast anytime. So that's a good time to get in. I've got a couple little segments on the hydration and sweating. Believe it or not, you wouldn't believe all that we sweat out of our body, and we have to replace that too. And I've got a list of foods that are good and bad in our war on Alzheimer's and dementia, and I'm going to be posting that too on our website. Dr. Lang and I talked about a blog that I did in the last couple of days that just posted, and I think you'll find it real interesting. And it's a good one, so look on there. There's a lot of good articles on there that both Dr. Lang and I have written over the years, really, and it's all valuable information. At least we think it is for you. And so take a check on that. And I won't labor this any longer, but happy day for you. Challenge the day. Make it your day. If you're going to make changes in your life, make them today. Don't wait. Don't wait till next week, next month. Don't wait till after the holidays. Do it today. Today's your day, okay? Make every day count, folks. Make every day great. I tell people all the time, we don't get do-overs in life. There's not a magic button that says, okay, I'm going to push this button at some time, and I'm going to go back to where I was 20 years old. Yeah, I wished it was, but folks, it doesn't happen that way. Your best day is today. Your best day is today. And as the old saying goes, and I used to hate this saying, but it's very true. I'm not much on cliches anyway, but the old saying of today's the first day of the rest of your life, very true, very
Amen.
true. On with the show, my friend.
All right. Thanks, Doc. And, I tried National Fitness Day, share it with others. I tried this morning at 5:30 to get Tammy out of bed to go into the gym. 5:45, she still didn't want to go up. So I was in the gym at 6 o'clock in my house and hitting that octane. The octane is like a bicycle recumbent all in one. Then I got on the vibration plate. Then I sat in the steam room in the hot tub and had a little breakfast. So it was a good morning. Doc Hall and I really try to practice what we preach. I think Tammy wanted to sleep in until 7:30. Sometimes it's difficult to get up at 5:30, especially if you went to bed late. And I am wearing a special red hat since it's National Hat Day again. It's a fortified bright red hat. Everybody watching me on social media. All right, phone lines are open. We're getting ready to go to the first call. 1-877-969-8600. That's 1-877-969-8600. Give us a call live. Let's go to the phones. I think Bob's been waiting patiently. Bob, good morning. Welcome to the program.
In North Central Florida, beautiful day. I have come across a reoccurring theme on the radio, or on my phone actually, and it deals with detoxification. And what I saw was almost a foot bath that had some kind of device submerged in it. And as the cameras rolled, the color of the water became almost gross, to say it modestly. And I've seen patches that go on the bottom of the feet that change color overnight. What is that?
That's a good question. Doc Hall might want to chime in, but I hope it's just not the stuff on the patches coming off and making you think you're detoxifying. I don't know. I mean, can heavy metals and things come out of your feet? That's a little weird. I'm going to have to look into that a little bit more carefully to make sure it's legit. I mean, detoxification, Doc Hall and I, king of the detoxification. We know a sauna, a steam room, getting out in the sun and sweating. That'll help you detox. It works really well. Believe it or not, whey protein, like we've developed, the fortified super protein or a fortified grass-fed whey protein isolate, both of those are very high since it's non-denatured or undenatured. That means the chemical bonds for a specific amino acid called cysteine haven't been broken down and denatured, and therefore its covalent bonded cysteine converts into glutathione. Glutathione is the master antioxidant in our body responsible for detoxification. So have a whey protein shake while you're sitting out in the sun, sweating and getting a tan, or in your sauna or in the steam room. The foot bath, I mean, it might be perfect. I don't know. I can't, I can't expand on something I don't know much of, but I'm going to let Doc Hall chime in a little bit on that as well.
Absolutely. The foot baths, the patches, as Bob mentioned, those were real popular about 10 years ago. They were on late night TV and all the ads in the magazines and like that. And there was a lot of companies that kind of sprung up around that. And there wasn't much to it, to be honest with you. It was, and I'm not saying that these folks today don't have a good product or anything. I'm not talking about them at all. But I know before there was some, I forget what it was because it was about 10 years ago. But it actually would change color. And but it was I hate to use this term, but it was almost like the old an old parlor trick, type thing that watch the magic here, and they fell out of favor because of that. And I think there were some good things out there with the foot baths and even with the patches. And I think some of these Johnny come latelys came up with an idea, hey, we can make some money real quick. And so I think it kind of fell out of favor because of that. Now they may have upgraded these things and they work great. But as Dr. Lang said, he and I, that's what we work in, is in detox and things like that for the whole body. And that's why you always hear us talking about saunas and steam rooms and detoxing the entire body. And is it possible that just those heavy metals and stuff just detox through the bottoms of the feet? I don't know. I do some more research on that, and like I say, I'm not disparaging someone else's product. We just don't do that. We talk about our own products. We're proud of them, and I don't want to talk about somebody else's stuff. But be wary. be wary of what's out there. If it, the old thing, I always go with this, sounds too good, it probably is. So good talking to you, Bob. You have a good weekend.
Thank you, doctors. It's a pleasure to talk to you. Lord willing, we'll talk to you again next week. Have a good week.
Thanks, Bob. Bye. Hey, Doc, before we take the next caller, I want to say, I don't know, when you were a kid, I don't remember when we were younger, they used to have these little magazines we'd look at. They always had like little special mini bikes you could buy in there, but they always had these grow your own seahorses, and they'd like seeds, and you'd grow your own seed. Well, let me tell you, I used to order those because I wanted to, grow a seahorse from the seed in the water and have a seahorse in my aquarium. It never worked. It was like a little spongy thing that would grow up in there, and it wasn't an animal. That was just like false advertising. Anybody get scammed for that grow your own seahorse? That was just crazy times. I still want to grow my own seahorse.
Well, you know what? That was with the same ad that had remember the X-ray glasses.
Yes.
That you could see through people. You could see their bones with these glasses and stuff. I kind of ordered a pair of those and, waited about, honestly, I think I waited like 6 months. They did show up in about 6 months. It didn't work so good. I didn't get enlightened by, that's not how I started my, interest in the medical field or the health and nutrition field, was by being able to see somebody's bones. But I sure do remember those. And I remember ordering bags of, as we called it back then, Army Men. The little plastic Army Men. You could get hundreds of them on the back pages like that. They always had some kind of magic kits or something like that. So, kind of miss those days. Those were simpler times and like that. I almost wish we could go back to those sometimes.
Well, maybe we can. You never know. Time travel. All right, phone lines are open. 1-877-969-8600. You listen to Dr. Richard Hall and myself, Dr. Michael Lang. 1-877-969-8600. Let's wake everybody up in Lake City and Gainesville and Ocala, listening to 97.3 FM The Sky. Plus, everybody down in Sarasota and Tampa and Clearwater and Tarpon Springs, listening to News Talk 820 or Salem Media The Answer, 860, 930, and a bundle of other stations out there. Give us a call. Let us know we're coming in loud and clear. There goes that bing again. 877-969-8600. 877-969-8600. Don't forget to check us out at drmichaellang.com. drmichaellang.com is a website that basically will link you up to all of our other sites, fortify.com, langeyecare.com, langracing.com. It'll link you up to everything. And the Fortify website is where you can get your supplements that we talk about. Remember, check out the bundle section at fortify.com. The bundle section, Doc Hall and I have researched to the ends of supplements that work synergistically together, and we've combined them at like a 35 to 40% discount with free shipping. When you calculate the free shipping and the discount in the bundle, it's about 50% off. You can't beat that. It's the best deal out there. Our newest bundle is called the Ultra Performance Bundle. It's just online just yesterday. Ultra Performance Bundle is taking 3 bottles of Fortify Fit and a bag of our 60-serving whey protein grass-fed isolate. So basically, it's 60 servings of Fit, 60 servings of whey protein isolate. You mix that together. It's called the Ultimate Muscle Fuel. After you work out for post-recovery, there isn't anything like it on the market, folks. We've got Tom, a patient of mine. He's an ex-pro bowler for Kansas City, for the Chiefs and the Jets in the 70s. He just started it. He's 72 and says, look, Doc, I got to take a little belly fat off. I want to pump a little muscle back on me. I want to slow down this aging. So we're going to have him maybe as a guest on the show and get some results. We got a lot of great athletes, future athletes. We've got a lot of people that aren't athletic, just wanting to slow down that aging and build a strong scaffolding into their body, increase the strength of their ligaments, tendons, joints, muscles, at the same time improving skin health, hair health, and nail health, and that's Fortify Fit. Check it out on the website at fortify.com, but buy the new Ultra Performance Bundle. It's 60 servings. Folks, that's a 3-month supply. if you use it 5 days a week. So it's an amazing deal. All right, we're going back to the phones. Let's go to, I think, Robert in Sarasota. Robert, good morning. Thanks for holding.
Wow, I got on quick. That's great. Thank you so much. You've had a great program. I've enjoyed it for a long time, but I haven't heard my situation mentioned, and maybe you can address it.
Right.
You know, you have a lot of good information and suggestions, and the like for those who are looking to lose weight, those who are overweight. Some of us are underweight. You know, my dad told me years ago. He said, you know, there's a point where you're going to start losing half a pound a year, and you need to work at that so you can keep your strength, keep your balance, and work on your muscles. You know, build back up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm in that situation. So I'm you know, I started out. I'm restarting workouts using Fit and using Super Protein. Love it. Using some superfood as well, and then eating, I think, balanced diet. Love sockeye salmon and kale, and you know, do all the things that you recommend.
Mm-hmm.
But can you focus now and then on those who are not just looking to lose weight, but want to build back up?
Absolutely. That's a great question. We were going to focus on it last week and we got too many calls, but I'm going to chime in and I'm going to let Doc Hall chime in after me. So number one, I think you're on the right path because you're eating healthy. All right. But number two, I think you got to eat a little bit more. Eat 5 meals a day instead of 3 meals a day. Maybe get up a little earlier, stay up a little later, but 5 meals a day. And then on your protein, when you're taking the Fit and the protein, all right, I want you to actually take chocolate milk, all right, as long as you're not allergic to chocolate, but A2 chocolate milk. All right, you can buy that, you know, at Publix, or get goat's milk and add chocolate syrup to it, preferably organic chocolate syrup. So chocolate milk, and then add a yogurt to it, all right? A yogurt that has, it can just be plain yogurt if you want, or it can be a yogurt with honey. It can be a yogurt with, you know, fruits and berries in it. So chocolate milk, a yogurt with the Fit and the protein, blend it together, drink that down once a day or even twice a day. Remember, calories. So if you want to lose weight, you got to cut calories. If you want to gain weight, you want to increase calories. But we want it to be healthy calories. So not cheesecake and ice cream, because I could tell you just, you know, go eat, you know, 5 Hostess Twinkies a day with some vanilla ice cream. You're going to gain weight, but it's not going to be healthy, okay? So I would definitely consider A2 chocolate milk or goat's milk with some chocolate syrup and a yogurt, or even some, you know, organic ice cream. Put it in there with the Fit and the Super Protein or the whey protein isolate. Blend it together. Have that a couple of times a day. That's going to help. 5 meals a day is going to help as well. And meals that are consistent with the Lang survival diet. So it's going to be healthy meals. Doc Hall, this is an area that you're an expert in.
Absolutely. One thing I think that helps, first of all, I agree with you 100% on it just takes more calories. But, you know, as you said, you want to make it good calories, because here's what you want to gain. Folks will come to me all the time and say, you know, Dr. Hall, I want to gain 10 pounds. And I say, 10 pounds of what? And you want to gain just 10 pounds? Well, you know, I can fix that real easy, just like you said. You know, head to the Twinkie factory or head to fast food or like that, and, you know, you'll gain the 10 pounds. You don't want to do that. You want to gain as much muscle out of that 10 pounds as possible, because that's functional for your body. That's going to help you get from point A to point B. That's going to help your body being stable and not losing balance and things like that. That's what you need. Fat doesn't do that. Okay, muscle will help that. Muscle will help that a lot. Now, one thing I'll tell you that discourages some people when I tell them, just like Dr. Lang said, you know, you have to up that calorie count and go 5 meals a day. They look at you like you're crazy. You know, like, I can't possibly eat 5 meals a day. So we both now, we change it up a little bit. Same concept, absolutely same concept as Dr. Lang just said. But what I tell people, eat your regular 3 meals a day: breakfast, lunch, dinner. Okay. But in between breakfast and lunch and dinner, I want you to plug in a little snack. just like Dr. Lang said. Now, that could be a shake, that could be, a protein bar, it could be, a little mini meal, but just a snack in between there. Doesn't take much, folks, to put on good, solid weight. It really doesn't. An extra, 400 or 500 calories a day during the course of a week, that's a pound, a pound and a half. And, you don't even have to be that aggressive with it. Just start adding every day a few hundred calories, and it will add up. If you put on, as the caller said, you start losing weight. Well, it's not necessarily a case that you're getting older and that's an automatic. That's a given. Okay. But it is, as we get older, our lifestyle changes. Okay. So we're not as active. We're not using those muscles quite as much, and we're not eating as much. Okay. We just don't require that. And, but you have to kind of, I won't say force your body to do that, but trick your body into eating more calories, but make sure it's good calories. Get that protein in there. I'm seeing more and more people, and Dr. Lang and I have discussed this the other day, that we're seeing more and more people, they think they're getting two things and they're never getting enough. So it seems like right now, protein and water. Okay, everybody thinks they're hydrating more, they're drinking more water than what they are. They're not. And the other thing is protein. When we really sit down with somebody and analyze and see just what the protein they're getting, oh my gosh, it's amazing that they're not getting protein, but they're eating, but they're not getting the protein. And the protein is what you need, folks, for good muscle health. We want to keep that one word away that we've studied for years. Dr. Lang and I have, and I guess I've become a little bit of a expert on it. But sarcopenia, and that's wasting away of the muscle. And again, it's not just a fact of getting older; it's lifestyle changes. It doesn't have to be like that. That's one of those things that you can really get a grip on and take control of. Sarcopenia, when that happens, and you've seen it, maybe some of your friends or family, they're losing their leg muscle, they're losing their butt muscle.
Hey, Doc.
Okay. Yeah.
Doc, let me ask you a question, Doc. Just don't mean to interrupt, but while Robert's still on hold, we've been experimenting with this. You're a recovery specialist. I mean, you're a bodybuilder, and both of us now. Obviously, building muscle is very important. Muscle weighs more than fat, so that's going to help him get his weight up working out. But you don't have to be working out with super heavy weight now, do you, Doc? Lighter weight, more reps with less time in between. So when we're working our biceps out, if we're doing 4 sets of 12, we only put 10 seconds in between. And let me tell you, when you're on that fourth set, it's pretty hard, even if it's lightweight. So lighter weight, more reps with less time in between, right, Doc?
Absolutely. I remember the first time I kind of introduced you into that. You've been an athlete your whole life, as I have, but I kind of introduced you as my old way of training was you'd be in the gym 3 or 4 hours, which now I find out, is just insane. You don't need that. And the first time I introduced you to my way of training, I said, I'm going to have you train your biceps and your triceps. You'll be done in 10 minutes. You won't want to do any more. And you kind of looked at me, like, yeah, okay, I'll see, because you're a trained athlete. You can do it. But the thing is after 10 minutes, you looked at me and you said, Doc, I'm done. You're right. Okay. So you don't have to do that. But folks, honestly, weight and resistance training is the way to go. Okay. You have to have that little bit of weight in there. We're not trying to turn people into bodybuilders or champion weightlifters. Okay. My 94-year-old mom, I know she's listening right now with my niece, Carrie, that she trains with dumbbells every day, different body parts every day. She's 94. Okay. And she's honestly, she's maintaining her muscle, and that's what you need to do. And you don't need to do big workouts. Okay. Like Dr. Lang said, we cut out that lag time in the middle. We train 2 body parts at once rather than just training one and have to give it time to rest before you do the next set. So, experiment a little bit with that, but the resistance training, and you can do it at home, folks. You can do it at home. You don't have to join a gym. That's sometimes the wall that's put up, like, I don't want to go to a gym. I don't have time. You don't have to. You can do it at home. You get a little weight set at home. You're good to go.
Yep. Robert, you still there?
I am. Excellent. Excellent thoughts. Excellent ideas. And I really appreciate it.
And keep us posted on your outcome. Let us know how you're gaining weight and hopefully muscle and not flab.
I will do that. I'll check back in. Thanks again very much.
All right, Robert. Take care. That was great, Doc Hall. We're getting loaded up. 1-877-969-8600. Give us a call. 1-877-969-8600. All right, let's go to Francis in Sun City Center.
Hi, good morning, Dr. Lang.
Good morning, Francis.
I have the early stages of macular degeneration. Tell me what I need to do to prevent it or what I need to do.
Great question. I'm an expert in this area, so I've done a lot of research and development in this field. So number one, the perfect meal for macular degeneration would be, believe it or not, wild Alaskan salmon. It can be fresh, it can be frozen, it can be canned. Make sure it says wild caught, not farm raised, okay? Farm raised has dye in the feed, so it doesn't have the natural astaxanthin that gives it its red color. So wild Alaskan salmon sauteed in organic extra virgin coconut oil. And the coconut oil is high in medium chain triglycerides and something called lauric acid that may have some benefits for macular degeneration, but definitely has some benefits for the brain. May slow down neurodegeneration because people with macular degeneration, I hate to say this, are more prone to develop dementia a little bit earlier in life. So the things I tell you to help your macula are going to help your brain as well. So that wild Alaskan salmon is also high in astaxanthin, a good source of protein, and omega-3. All of those are beneficial for the eye, for different parts of the eye. Remember, astaxanthin is the most potent natural antioxidant and anti-inflammatory known to man. So when it's combined with the omega-3, it's like the perfect food. Wild Alaskan salmon is one of the most perfect foods out there. Then you take organic spinach and organic kale. If you've had a lot of kidney stones, just use the organic kale, not the organic spinach, because spinach is high in oxalates. Kale is not high in oxalates that binds to calcium in your gut and can cause you to get kidney stones. However, if you take a probiotic, like in our digestive bundle, there's some studies that indicate if you have good probiotics in your gut, it may decrease the chance of you getting kidney stones. So now we're getting wild Alaskan salmon, sauteing in a little organic extra virgin coconut oil, throwing some kale and or spinach in at the end. I don't want you to cook the tar out of it. Chop up some orange bell peppers, not red, yellow, or green. You can put those in there too, but the majority of orange bell peppers, because the orange bell peppers are high in zeaxanthin that impregnates into your macula, and the spinach and the kale is high in lutein. Now, the lutein in the spinach and kale will also convert to mesozeaxanthin, which is the three carotenoids in your retina are lutein, mesozeaxanthin, and zeaxanthin. So now we have wild Alaskan salmon sauteed in extra virgin coconut oil. Throw some organic kale and spinach and orange bell peppers in at the end. Then, believe it or not, take a free-range egg, one egg, and either soft boil it and put it on top, or fry it and put it on top, or just put a boiled egg on top, because the egg yolk has zeaxanthin and lutein in it, but it also has something called phospholipids, okay? The phospholipids make the lutein, zeaxanthin, and astaxanthin absorb. Now, there's another new study that shows a little bit of dairy, just a little bit of dairy. So that means you could have some goat's milk or A2 cow's milk with that, or it might even make it tastier. Put a little goat's cheese or manchego cheese, that's sheep cheese. So I stay with goat or sheep cheese because other cheese is very high in a beta-casein protein that ain't too good for you, okay? So melt a little of that on top of the egg and on top of the spinach and the orange bell peppers, and you have the perfect meal for macular degeneration. If you got to drink alcohol, one glass of red wine, it's got to be a Pinot Noir, and it's got to be from the Oregon and New York region because that's highest in resveratrol. Resveratrol is very good for the macula. If you don't want to drink wine, then have which is probably even better, a bowl of organic blueberries with it. The blueberries have to be organic because blueberries are filled with pesticide, and usually they're in the dirty dozen list of fruits and vegetables that are filled with pesticides. So don't eat blueberries unless they're organic. But have a small bowl of blueberries, and let me tell you, you're good to go. So that's from a nutritional standpoint. Then,
well,
go ahead.
My doctor, my ophthalmologist or my surgeon gave me her multivitamin to take, and it has lutein in it. There's four ingredients in it that I take, and but they only authorized through surgeons, for macular degeneration. You can't buy it over the counter.
So that's probably an AREDS 2 formula, and it probably has vitamin C, vitamin E, zinc, lutein, and zeaxanthin. Here's the problem I have with that. Most of those formulas have too much zinc in it, 80 milligrams of zinc oxide, the wrong form of zinc. And if they've cut the zinc back, which is good, then they've left the copper in it, and you can get copper toxicity. So what I've done, I've actually taken that AREDS 2 formula and fine-tuned it. It's called Fortify Advanced Retina Formula. Fortify Advanced Retina Formula. We take natural vitamin E instead of synthetic vitamin E. Synthetic vitamin E is what's in most AREDS 2 formulas. We've taken the vitamin C, same amount, 10 milligrams of lutein, 2 milligrams of zeaxanthin, just like that. But we've added astaxanthin and resveratrol. Remember, resveratrol is from the red wine. Astaxanthin is what gives the orange color to the wild salmon. And we put it in a capsule. You take 2 a day. So we've expanded and enhanced the current AREDS 2 product into something I like to think is much better. I literally have thousands and thousands of patients taking it. However, I use that one for people that are more on a budget income. But there's one I developed called Fortify Macular Defense, all right? Fortify Macular Defense has all of the nutrients that was in the AREDS 2 study, plus we put all the other nutrients in it. We put the resveratrol, acetyl L-carnitine, alpha-lipoic acid, CoQ10, B-complex. There's a good study showing that if homocysteine levels are elevated, not only does it increase our risk of glaucoma, but it increases our risk of macular degeneration. So that's why B-complex, especially B6 folic acid and B12 are very important. So write that down, Fortify Macular Defense. That's my big daddy. That's my king and Rolls Royce of it. And then the Fortify Advanced Retina Formula is good. That's easier to swallow. So if you have trouble swallowing tablets, don't do the Macular Defense. If you can swallow tablets, do the Macular Defense.
How can I get this?
You can order it right on fortify.com, or I'll give you a toll-free number.
Give me the toll-free number. I don't have the internet.
Okay, so toll-free number is 866-503-9746. One more time.
974.
Yep, 866-503-9746. And Arlene is there Monday through Saturday, and she can help you out. And then let me just enlighten you. I'm actually in the developmental stages of enhancing this Fortify Macular Defense the 16th time, or it might be the 15th time. So I've changed it 14 or 15 times over the last 15 years, almost once every year. And we're actually going to make it even a little bit better. We're actually changing from a tablet to a capsule so that nobody has trouble swallowing it. And I'm taking some out and adding more to it of different nutrients. So this is an evolution. I'm constantly involved in research and development, trying to help patients with macular degeneration. I have one of the largest macular degeneration practices in Florida that patients come to see me for a nutritional evaluation to help them from a natural standpoint. And then upstairs, we do retinal injections for the wet macular degeneration. But my goal is to keep my patients from ever having to have the shot in their eye for wet macular degeneration. God made a pretty good body, Francis, if we give it the right fuel.
When I had heart surgery a few months ago, is there anything in any of this that would bother me?
Nope. All of this is pretty compatible with just about any medication and any surgery that you've had. Remember, I've been doing this a long time. My average patient is 82 years old on 7 different medications, has had open heart surgery and or a stroke, has macular degeneration, glaucoma, and dry eye. So
I'm 92.
Wow. Well, you're catching my mom. My mom's 94. My mom is on this product. My mom's on this product and does very well. So, and there's nothing wrong with showing it to your physician and getting their opinion. But I think you're fine. Like I said, I've got tens of thousands of people globally that's taking it. It is not a cure-all, Francis. This is not a cure. It is not a treatment. It is giving you the nutritional support that your retina is thirsting for, okay? But your entire body.
Yes.
It's for your entire body. It acts as a multivitamin as well as an eye vitamin, okay?
Well, can I take that along with what doctor gave me?
Well, it's probably not necessary because you might be getting too much. Remember, too much is not necessarily better. Sometimes too much is bad. So I'd be concerned about you getting too much vitamin E, maybe too much vitamin C and upset your stomach, but it probably wouldn't hurt you. It probably wouldn't hurt you. Okay.
Well, it's 2 tablets every day. I could cut it down to what, couldn't I?
Sure. Absolutely. Yes.
Because I want to try. I want to try your project or your product because I've been listening to you for about 3 years.
Right.
And so, okay, I'll make a phone call Monday morning and see where we can go from there.
And she's there today, taking phone calls today on Saturday as well.
Well, I have an appointment for today, so
All right.
I'll just wait and do it on Monday.
All right. And you take good care of yourself. If you have any questions, she'll give you my direct phone line and you can call me anytime. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much.
All right. Bye-bye, Francis.
Bye.
All right. So all of you macular degeneration patients out there, I originally started this program in April of 93 to help macular degeneration patients. That was my original goal, is to help these macular degeneration patients. I'm also a low vision specialist, and we used to do low vision evaluations. I had multiple low vision clinics in the state of Florida. Well, I got to tell you this now. We are expanding the Lang Eye Institute. We've been so busy, we have not been doing low vision because after I sold all my locations, I just had the Lang Eye Institute only. But now I'm getting low vision back at the Lang Eye Institute. Next week, we're going to have a complete low vision department. Our doctors and our staff are going to be trained at doing low vision evaluations. So if you're vision impaired from any disease and you need something you can try, some certain types of magnifiers, video magnifiers, high-tech technology that's expensive, low-tech technology that works that's not expensive, we're going to have all that at the Lang Eye Institute. And you can come in and look at it without even getting an examination. Lang Eye Institute in the Villages, Florida. I'm going to give you the phone number for the Lang Eye Institute. Then we're going to go back to the phones and we're going to talk to Doc Hall. The phone number for the Lang Eye Institute is 352-753-4014. 352-753-4014. And those of you that have macular degeneration, if your doctor tells you nutrition will not help, they're crazy. It's as simple as that. I've been doing this a long time, and I've seen patients stabilize. I've even seen patients improve when we adjust their diet, their lifestyles, and get them on the right supplement regimen. I've seen some amazing things. I mean, some miracles happen. Doc Hall, you've seen it as well with all of our patients that come in and see you at the Lang Nutrition Center. By the way, Doc Hall is at the Lang Nutrition Center. All of you in Gainesville, Ocala, the Villages, you got to take advantage of seeing Doc Hall for a free nutritional consultation. Not $100, not $1,000. It's free. No ifs, buts, ands. There's no hook. You don't have to buy a thing. We talk to you about nutrients. We weigh you in. We do a fat analysis. He does a lot of really cool stuff, spends a lot of time with you, and you don't have to buy a thing and you don't have to spend $1. It's all about helping you, giving back to the community. And then if you buy vitamins, we hope you get them from us, but you don't have to. Doc Hall, you got the mic, my friend.
Absolutely. It's amazing. As one of the, I won't say conditions, but one of the things that I have everybody do when they come in for a consultation is bring all your vitamins with me. Don't just bring me a list and say, well, I take some vitamin C and I take some zinc and I take a multi. I want to see the bottle. I want to see the maker. I've been in this business a lot of years, and I know all the companies. I know the good ones. I know the bad ones. And I want to see what you're taking. And it's amazing, the products that are out there that contain things that, in quantity or overdosing is not good for you. As you said earlier, more is not necessarily better. Better is better, and that's what we try to do. We try to balance everything out. And I have people that come in sometimes and they have 40, 50 bottles of vitamins that they take every day. Not necessary, folks. It's just not necessary. I'm going to save you some money. I'm going to show you the right way to go, and then leave it in your hands. You can do whatever you want. I don't throw away your vitamins or anything like that. I just show you the way to go. And so that's the good thing. Real quick, I want to just put a point out there to you. And I was going to do a whole segment on it, but I can squeeze it in here real quick. I mentioned earlier that it's Family Health and Fitness Day, and that always is a problem with some folks when it comes to exercising. It's kind of a motivational thing, and it's an accountability type thing. Where I just don't feel motivated. But if you had somebody that was kind of pushing you a little bit, it would work. Trust me. If somebody's waiting on you at the track or at the gym and you have to be there and stuff, you'll go. You will go. And so try to get somebody else interested. A family member, a friend. Hey, how about a coworker that's always complaining? He or she's overweight or they don't feel good. Well, come on, let's go for a walk every night, or let's go to the gym, or let's find something that we both can have a mutual interest in. And it'll work, folks. It really will. And you put a few days a week, 3 or 4 days a week, and doing just some simple exercise. I don't care if it's just walking around the block. It's a body in motion. And that's what you have to do. And I spoke about accountability too. And real quick, I just want to tell you, I've republished my fitness and nutrition journal. It's going to be exclusively with Fortify and Lang Nutrition. Can't find it any place else. It's not going to be on Amazon and this Zon and every other Zon out there. It's going to be from our own stores only. And what this is, folks, it's a journal, and it's old school. You got to write things down, and it's accountability. And you don't want to let me down. You don't want to let yourself down. And on one side of the book, on the sheet, when you open it up, on one side it's the fitness, what you've done today, fitness-wise, exercise-wise, workout. You list it all. The other side, it's all nutrition, what you ate, your supplements, the whole thing. And you know what? You get going with this, you don't want to miss. You don't want to skip a day, because you know what? There's that accountability factor. So that's going to be available, folks, in about the next 2 weeks, I would say. It'll be in the stores, and it'll be available online, or you can call up Arlene. She'll be glad to send it to you. It's going to be reasonably priced. You can throw it in your gym bag. It's small enough you can throw it in your purse. And but it's an accountability thing, and I keep you in line. I have journals, honestly. I can look back 20, 30 years. When I was a bodybuilder and competing and stuff, I still have those journals. I can tell you what I ate, what I drank back, 30 years ago. And it helps. It really does help. Look forward to that. And back to you, Dr. Lang.
Okay, I just want to mention a couple of things out there, some new products out there. We have time to talk about this. For those of you with baggy eyelids, you need to go into your local optometrist or ophthalmologist's office, or certainly come to the Lang Eye Institute if your eyelids are starting to go down in your line of sight, or just baggy and cosmetically unappealing, and ask for a sample of something called Upneek. Upneek is a drop that you put in your eye that infuses into the muscles and actually elevates the lids. It's safe, not too expensive, and it works. It's called Upneek. Think about it. It's uplifting your eyelids. Upneek through your local eye doctor. Also, those of you with dry eyes, you heard us talk about Oasis Tears forever. I still love Oasis Tears, but now they have a competitor called Optase. Optase has become my favorite now. I like it a tad better than Oasis. So think about that. If you have really dry eyes and you've tried everything and nothing is really working, then you got to try Regenerize. We have those with Dr. Hall at the Lang Nutrition Center in Ocala. We have it at the Fortified Nutrition Center. Certainly we have it at the Lang Eye Institute. Regenerize is basically amniotic stem cells in a bottle. This used to be super expensive when it came out. It is $75 a bottle. When you buy 3, you get it for $65 a bottle. So it's not cheap. But if you have really, really dry eyes and you've tried everything, even meibomian gland dysfunction, now it's the time to try Regenerize. Finally, before we get to the next caller, I want to mention another product out called Mirtogenol. It's actually made by Life Extensions. We have all this on our website at fortify.com. It's called Eye Pressure Support. For those of you that are suspicious for glaucoma or have glaucoma, pressure may not be coming down as much as you would like, it's something to consider. Mirtogenol is a combination of pycnogenol, which is pine bark extract, and bilberry. It's actually very good for you. No real side effects, and it does work. All right. I don't know if we have time for Vito. Yeah, we really don't. Vito and Ocala is going to have to call us back because now the music's on. Next week, Vito, or the second hour. You can call us. Why don't you call us in the second hour of this program, Vito, in Ocala, and we'll take it. We'll come on the air in about, another 10 minutes. And we're counting down for 30 seconds. The boat races are this weekend at Clearwater Beach. So I'm having a little festivity at my place on the beach. If you see us out there, say hello. Come to the boat races, Clearwater Beach. Remember, get out, exercise, take your vitamins, get some sunshine, think positive, do it with somebody you love, and life is good. With that, I'm out of here. Have a great day. God bless you, and God bless America.